Similarly, in Rajasthani, we like in the presently. I always say when I take the classes that when I take Indian painting classes, Rajasthani, Mughal, all these are a very broader term, and they were used at that point of time when initially they were acquiring this set, when they are writing about it in the early 20th century. This is the time where these titles were given, this nomenclature is given. But now what happens, we are already aware about the different schools which are present. So call them Rajasthani is, as I said, it's an absolute term, and it's is not right. Because so you have different schools in Rajasthan. So when we will talk about the particular set, we will talk about the school and not call it Rajasthan. Because if a painting is acquired from its provenance is Mewar, it's a Mewar school and not Rajasthan school. I hope you are getting what I mean to say. So in Rajasthan, you have very different schools. You have major art activity or art development which happen in schools which develop. So you have Mewar, then you have Kishangarh, Bundi Kota, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, Bikaner, Jaipur, Kishangarh. So these are some of the important schools which developed, or important places in which the miniature tradition flourished. So the earliest art tradition which flourished in the state or the area of Rajasthan is considered as Mewar, either the Mewar or Gur. So it's Mewar and it's believed. So Mewar has this indigenous style. What we have Chaur Panchashika is known as the indigenous style, and you see the influences of Chaur Panchashika in the set which is known as the Chawan Ragmala, which is 1605. So first set. So artistic activity in Rajasthan as such through the court, because of that, as I said, all these places has a court. Now you have to even understand this. All this activity we are talking about, miniature activity, is a courtly activity. Okay. So Udaipur has a court, which is it's happening in the court of Udaipur. Udaipur as in because Rana Pratap was defeated by Akbar defeated him, and then he moved towards Chawan. And it is believed that this set was painted in Chawan. Now there are a lot of, so we can't trace it how it been done, but it is almost the first set which happened, which was painted in the Mewar school style. We'll talk about what is Chaur Panchashika style or the indigenous style which we are talking about, and then you have this. So it's the first set, which is the Ragmala. There are other Ragmalas also. It's not first Ragmala which is acquired, but so the Ragmala is a set of the ragas, a set of a poetry, and so it's a garland of the ragas. It's a non-representational text. If you see in a manner, the ragas can't be represented, but they have introduced a system of representing the ragas and the raginis. Okay. And they have personified it. So you have 6 ragas, 6 raginis, and all this. How a musical, a non-representational format is depicted, is represented, is illustrated in the Ragmala is very interesting to look. And there is very clear chronology as well as the name of the artist, which is very clearly given in the text, in the folios, the painting folios. So the earlier, like the Ragmala set, the Chawan Ragmala set is painted by Nisaradev, and so he is the earliest artist working in the fort of Mewar. And then you have another artist which is Sahibuddin and Manohar. So they too have works in the same time period, in the same, but their style is totally different. So there are sets which they have worked together, and there are sets which they have worked apart. So you will get this is the Manohar school. If you see, it's more like a Manohar style, and this is more like a Sahibuddin style. So you can clearly make a distinction from Manohar to Sahibuddin about the color palette, about how to conceptualize a particular space, composition and all is totally different in the Manohar and Sahibuddin's case. Then you have Kota. This is from the Kota and You can very clearly, as in if you have come across and you are and you are versed, even you are acquainted about the miniature style and all around the Rajasthan, you can easily identify Kota from its lush vegetations, the greenery, the depiction of the forest and various floras and the fauna. Then we move towards Kishangarh. And Kishangarh is almost like, if you see, when we look at Mewar it's almost the blooming style. It's almost coming up, and it's the early style of Rajasthan and all. And then when we move towards Kota has certain, like Kota initially looks very indigenous in its earlier representation. Later, when they have a connection with the Jahangir and all, there is an influence of Mughal which comes into the Kota Bhumi school. Then Kishangarh has influence. Kishangarh develops with the Mughal influence, but Mughal as well as the artist's own persistence, artist's own creative desire. So to understand Kishangarh in the format of Rajasthan school, it's like it's more manneristic, it's more very refined style of painting when you move to Kishangarh. You have a sort of naturalism. You see almost a very refined detailing and all, which is represented in very dynamic style, even in the color palette, even in the linear style, the linear quality of the painting, the drawing quality of the painting. Then comes after Rajasthani, and not after, but simultaneously, where you have the courts of Bikaner and courts of the Jodhpur develops late, but Mewar school. But similar time, you have what happens. Most of the artists, after Jahangir came onto the throne, he removed a lot of artists from the Akbar attire. So most of the artists in search of patron and all start moving. So it believed that a lot of artists moved towards the Rajasthan school, in the terrain of Rajasthan, and went to different schools of Rajasthan. Like, as I said, there are in Kota, during the time of Jahangir, there are artists who went to Kota. Then they went to the small, which is known as the popular Mughal style. Which is popular Mughal style is where you have all these small governors, which is under Mughal, but they hold a lot of power. They are ruled by, they have subsumed to Jahangir or to the Mughal power, but they are the governors of their own places. So these governors also becomes patrons, and they also have they also want to represent such similar taste as their kingship. Okay, so there are a lot of artists, not lot of, but artists who are traveling to this court also after they lose their patron as a.